lesson about Christmas. It is December 20th today, and Christmas will be in 5 days on December 25th. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that you are ready to learn a few words and phrases about Christmas. It is one of my favorite times of the year for a lot of reasons. Just checking the audio here. Looks like everything is working good. So again, Christmas is on the 25th of December, or we could also say Christmas is on December 25th, and we would call that Christmas Day. I'm going to go straight to a question because I thought this question was really good. And this is, let me see here. This is from Demetrio. I'm jumping ahead in the questions here, but Demetrio says, Happy Christmas, Bob. Do you have a real Santa hat like that on the preview picture? Well, I borrowed a Santa hat from my daughter. It's a little bit small and I'm a little bit warm because of it. But anyways, let me jump back to our topic. I will try to do the whole lesson with my Santa hat on. Merry Christmas to everyone, by the way. So again, our topic is Christmas. There are a lot of aspects to Christmas. The aspect of Christmas that I'm going to look at today is the non-religious aspect, or what we would call the secular aspect. I know many people would like me to do a topic about the religious aspect of Christmas. I will do that someday. But today we're going to stick with what you would experience in Canada or the United States around the Christmas season, okay? So we're gonna do just kind of a look at Christmas, what changes in the things that you see each day, and what are some of the normal celebrations that we have at Christmas. I don't have a sheet for this, but one of the first things that you have is Christmas break. Students get a break from school at Christmas, and we call that Christmas break. But in general, the entire season we would call Christmas time. Now this sometimes is two words, sometimes there is a space there, but right now in this part of Canada and in most of North America and parts of Europe and many other places in the world, we would call this Christmas time. So it is the time of year before and a little bit after Christmas, but mostly we refer to Christmas time as right around now, between now and Christmas Day, we would say is Christmas time. So it is a fun time of year. There are many things that happen in people's homes and in people's towns and cities to celebrate Christmas, but we are right now in the middle of Christmas time. One of the most common greetings in Canada is Merry Christmas, as well as in the United States. I know that in Britain, one of the most common things to say is Happy Christmas. I think so. I haven't been to Britain, but that's what I read on the internet last night while I was preparing for this lesson. But right now, we would say to people, Merry Christmas. Earlier in the chat, there was a question, can you say, have a good Christmas? And the answer is absolutely. You could say to someone, have a good Christmas. No problem there. So I haven't. Just checking the audio again. I hope we don't have any connection problems like last week. But you can say happy holidays. You can say Merry Christmas. You can say have a good Christmas. All of those are totally acceptable things. Probably one of the most iconic things about Christmas, or most common thing about Christmas, is that a lot of people put up a Christmas tree. So you can see here in the picture, we have a Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree is decorated. People put up either a real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree. We used to, a long time ago, put up a real Christmas tree, but now we actually have a fake Christmas tree. It's just a little bit easier for us at this time of year. But the Christmas tree is usually put in a common room in the home, like the living room or the family room. And underneath the Christmas tree, people start to put gifts for each other. So Christmas trees are a very common part of Christmas. In fact, the country of Canada that I live in grows a lot of Christmas trees for people. There are truckloads of Christmas trees that go to our big cities and even to the United States. So Christmas trees are an export product for Canada. I mentioned that people decorate the tree. We put ornaments on the tree. So the things that we hang on the tree are called ornaments. And my kids really like decorating the Christmas tree and putting on ornaments. We also put on lights and tinsel and a few other things, but mostly we put on ornaments. Let me jump to the questions because I know there are a lot of them. Let's see here. First one is from Christina. Christina says, "Hi, Teacher Bob. Did you know that Carol of the Bells, the original name is Shidrek, is a choral miniature work originally composed." I'm having trouble talking English. Maybe I shouldn't be giving an English lesson this morning. Originally composed by the Ukrainian composer Mykola Leontovich. I did not know that. But Carol of the Bells is a very common thing for us to hear at this time of year. Christina says, "Do Canadians celebrate the St. Nicholas Day?" I'm not sure. There are a variety of holidays, and I'm not 100% sure how many people would call it that. Let's see here. We're going to ask Google for a sec. St. Nicholas Day is Friday, December 6th. So some immigrants to Canada from European countries do celebrate that day, but it is not overly common. So it's not a day that most Canadians would celebrate, December 6th, December 5th or 6th, I think. From Gaga. Hi, Gaga. "Do your children believe in Santa? And dear Santa, I hope Bob's family has a warm winter and everything, and luck will come to him. Merry Christmas." Well, thank you, Gaga. Our kids don't. We did not try to convince our kids that Santa was real. They know who Santa is, and we tell stories about, Santa brings the gifts, and we kind of laugh about it. But no, my kids don't believe in Santa. I know, it's sad, isn't it? Henry from Taiwan says, "Hi Bob, what is Teacher Bob's favorite Christmas song? And thank you and Merry Christmas." So my favorite Christmas song is actually Feliz Navidad, which is not an English Christmas song. It is in Spanish, but Feliz Navidad is one of my favorite Christmas songs. It just has a really good beat. I won't sing it for you. I'm not a good singer, but that is definitely my favorite Christmas song. Hey, to everyone who's just popping in, there's 353 of you. We are doing a little English lesson right now, and the topic is Christmas. We've talked about Christmas trees, and we've talked about saying Merry Christmas. If you have questions, please use the link from Todd to ask them, please. Let's see here. Let's see. Next question is from Minchin. "Hi, Bob. 1, did you believe in Santa Claus as a child?" No, I did not. My parents did not teach me that Santa Claus was real. And the second question is, how does your family usually celebrate Christmas? How do your kids feel about it? So usually we have dinner at Jen's parents' house. We have dinner at our own house with just our kids, and they open presents. And we have dinner with my mom's side of the family, my mom and dad's side of the family. So I get together with my brothers and sisters. Jen's family gets together as well. But mostly it's just a lot of eating. That's how I celebrate Christmas. My belly, I'll have a Santa belly at the end of Christmas season. We also hang up stockings. Stockings are something, they look like a really big sock. And not every family does this, but in our home we do hang up stockings. And Jen and I put gifts in the stockings, little gifts for the kids, and they open these stockings. We usually open the stockings on Christmas morning, but I'll talk more about that later. As I mentioned, big presents go underneath the Christmas tree, and you will be surprised, most people do actually do this. They have a Christmas tree, they wrap the gifts with wrapping paper. Usually the wrapping paper around the gift has Christmas colors or Christmas decorations on it. So they wrap the gifts, sometimes they'll put a bow on it, and usually the gift will have the name of the person. Eduardo is singing Feliz Navidad in the chat. It's very nice of you, Eduardo. Thank you. Prospero año y felicidad. There, I tried to say it. So you'll have Christmas presents under the tree. This is probably my children's favorite part of Christmas, is that there are gifts under the tree. And I mentioned stockings. The gifts that you put in stockings, we usually call stocking stuffers. So a stocking stuffer is a small gift that fits inside of a stocking. So the gifts we put in stockings are usually little things like small candies or treats or Toblerone bars. If you are from Switzerland, you're probably excited to know that in Canada we buy a lot of Toblerone bars. This is a chocolate bar or a candy bar from Switzerland. It's really, really yummy. But a stocking stuffer is any small gift that fits in a stocking. So we give our kids candies, we give them treats. Sometimes we put socks in the stocking as well, so that they have some fun things for Christmas. On the doors to our houses, we often hang what's called a wreath or a Christmas wreath. This is a wreath that has a lot of greenery and pine cones from pine trees. This is a wreath that my wife Jen made. So at Christmas time on our farm, we make wreaths. So this is a wreath that Jen made. This is Jen. Some of you have met Jen before in the live chat, the live lesson I did where Jen came on as a guest. But this is Jen, and this is a wreath that she made during the days leading up to Christmas. So we sell wreaths from the farm. The other thing you will see a lot of is there are a lot of Christmas lights. We don't just put Christmas lights on our Christmas trees. There are, yeah, sorry, Q Mike. I get excited sometimes and I start to speak really, really quickly. I will try to slow down. So thank you for mentioning that. We put Christmas lights on our houses. We put Christmas lights on the trees outside of our house. If you come to Canada and drive around during this time of year at Christmas time, you will see a lot of Christmas lights. There are just tons of houses, and some people go crazy. They put up so many lights that it's almost too much at this time of year. So people put a lot of Christmas lights on their houses. Let me do some questions. I don't want to forget. Let's see here. So Dimitro has a good question. Dimitro says, do people from non-Christian religions join other Canadians' Christmas celebrations, or do you use the definite article with Christmas? Thank you. So here's what we say. A lot of what Christmas is originally is from religious celebrations, but all of the things I am explaining this morning are common for both religious and non-religious people. So again, this lesson is about the non-religious side of Christmas. I will do a lesson about the religious side of Christmas in the future. But all of the things, Dimitro, that I'm talking about are pretty common between people who are religious and non-religious. So everyone celebrates the things I am talking about. Let's see here. And Renata says, good morning, Bob. Good morning, Renata. I hope you have an awesome Christmas, you and Jen and the kids. Thank you very much. I hope you do too. When wishing people Merry Christmas, can I say Happy Christmas in lieu of the traditional one? So in lieu of means in place of. So you can say, in Canada, you will hear Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, have a good Christmas. We don't often say Happy Christmas, but you can say it. It is more common in other English-speaking countries, but usually we would say, oh, have a Merry Christmas, or have a good Christmas break, because I'm at a school and we go on a break. Someone's asking in chat if I believe in Santa Claus. I am Santa Claus. Can you see I have a little gray beard and my Santa hat? That's what I do during the year. Santa teaches English during the year on YouTube, and he uses the name Bob the Canadian. And then on Christmas Eve, I deliver gifts. So I'm making myself laugh here. Let me delete some of the questions. Eric, so we have some well wishes. Eric from Melbourne, hello Eric, says, hi Bob, I wish you and your family a blissful Christmas and a happy new year in advance. So we often say, wish you a blessed Christmas. That is a common thing as well. Let's get to the next question. Lolly Lolly has a good question. Lolly Lolly says, Est-ce que tu as déjà acheté des cadeaux pour vos enfants? So in English, she said, have you already bought all your Christmas gifts for your kids? Sorry, I switched into French there to make Lolly smile. Yes, sort of. We have to buy a few more. I'm worried my children might be watching the live stream right now. They're at home eating breakfast, and sometimes they watch the live stream. So I can't talk about what we got each kid, and I can't say whether we're done or not. But just between you and me, Jen and I need to go shopping tonight, and we need to go shopping next Monday as well. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good question. This is from Yulia. Have you ever celebrated Christmas in another country? No, I haven't. That sounds fun. I have only celebrated Christmas in Canada, so it would be cool to celebrate Christmas somewhere else. Let's see here. The next question is from Natu. He says, quel plat typique les anglophones préparent pour le jour de Noël et que préférez-vous manger? So what are the typical foods that you prepare for Christmas time, and what do you prefer to eat? I just like chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate around Christmas time. It's really bad for me to eat chocolate, but I love eating chocolate. But typical food would be Christmas cookies. There are a lot of Christmas cookies, a lot of chocolate. On the day where you have a Christmas dinner, there is usually turkey and what we call stuffing and lots of bread and vegetables. So thank you for the question. Let me do one more. Let's see here. Oh, I see. Yes. Okay. So this is from Hamoud. Hello, Hamoud. Do you visit any specific places at Christmas time? Thanks, Hamoud. So no, not generally. Okay. So usually Christmas is a time for family. If Jen and I do travel, we do visit Jen's parents. So we will be going to Jen's parents to have a big Christmas dinner with them. Let's see here. Hi, Bob. Merry Christmas from the Netherlands. I'm a native English speaker, but I like your videos. Thanks, Jonathan Way, in the chat. It's excellent of you. Did you know that my parents came to Canada from the Netherlands? Hey, another thing that happens at Christmas a lot is something called a Christmas party. There are lots of Christmas parties at Christmas. There are work Christmas parties. So yesterday at my job in the morning, we had a small Christmas party. So we had a breakfast together as all the teachers and the parents and the people who run the school. It's often true that people go to a work Christmas party. So they have a Christmas party at work. And then there are usually other little Christmas parties throughout this Christmas time. Probably the biggest thing that I do at Christmas with my family is that we have Christmas dinner. Again, a Christmas dinner is very similar to Thanksgiving dinner. We have turkey, we have ham, we have potatoes, or potatoes. I said it two different ways. We have green vegetables, we have gravy. So there are a lot of traditional foods that we eat at Christmas. And generally we have Christmas dinner at Jen's parents' house, at my in-laws. So they are my father-in-law and mother-in-law. We go to their house. We have Christmas dinner with my brothers and sisters and my mom and my nephews. And we also have Christmas dinner with just our own kids. So the evening when they open gifts, we have Christmas dinner with our kids. So that's basically what my Christmas will be. I will be eating a lot and visiting with a lot of family. Earlier this week, a couple weeks ago, we went to a Christmas parade. There was a Saturday night where I didn't do a live stream because I was at a Christmas parade. So a lot of towns have what are called Christmas parades. Here you can see there is a float in the parade and Santa is up here in his sleigh. So a Christmas parade is when they close the street in a city or town and they have a parade where there is lots of Christmas music and there are a lot of floats that go by that are decorated for the Christmas season, for Christmas time. I'll do one more and then we'll jump back to the questions. People send each other a lot of Christmas cards at this time of year. So a Christmas card is just something that you send in the mail that says, this one says, have a merry little Christmas on it. So a Christmas card is just a way to send Christmas wishes to someone else. Let me jump back to the questions for a sec. 473 people watching. Hey, welcome. This is a little lesson on Christmas. If you have questions, please ask them using the link. Sam Chen says, so I don't have an answer for this, Sam, but Sam Chen says, are there movies on Christmas like Home Alone, Love Actually, or Good to Watch that are good to watch during the Christmas season? So I made a little bit of correction there. Jen and I like to watch the movie Love Actually. That's a really good movie at Christmas time. But there are probably hundreds of Christmas movies at Christmas time. I don't have any movie in particular that I can recommend, but it's definitely a time of year where there are a lot of Christmas music. Movies. Something fell behind me, so I was distracted for a moment there. Luis from Brazil, hi Luis, says, Merry Christmas, Feliz Natal, Bob, thank you. The Christmas day, Dia de Natal, 25, December 25th, here in Sao Paulo is usually sunny, hot, 30 to 35 degrees Celsius and rainy at the end of the day. You know, I love it when it snows on Christmas. So I think it would be hard for me to be in the Christmas spirit if I was in a city like that. But I'm sure you have wonderful Christmas celebrations down there. Here's another one from Luis. Maybe a different Luis. Luis Santos. Oh, Santa needs to wear a t-shirt, short, and sandals here to face off our summer. Yeah, thanks, Luis. That's kind of interesting because Santa has this big beard and he must be really, really warm. Let's see here. Let's see. Valeria has a question. Hamoud asked the question, what do you usually eat at Christmas? And Hamoud, I think you were here. I already talked about that, so I'm going to leave that question. Valeria says, hello, Bob. Have you already bought Christmas gifts for your family? Most of them. Do you like to give and receive gifts? If I know what to buy someone, I enjoy giving gifts. But when I don't know what they want, it's really hard to buy a gift for them. It's a big challenge to buy a gift for someone when you don't know what they want. Let me clean up my questions here for a sec. Walasi asks, do you have a family joke at Christmas? We don't. Some families, when they get together, they'll do funny things. They'll play jokes on each other. We don't do that. Natalie has the next question. Says, hi, Bob. What might you get as a gift for Christmas Day? That's how you would say that question. What might you get as a gift for Christmas Day? I don't know. I'm considered someone that is hard to buy gifts for. It's hard to buy gifts for me because when I want something, if I have enough money, I buy it right away. So it's hard to buy gifts for me because I usually buy what I want as soon as I want it. It's bad. I should make a list of the things I want. Let's see here. Luis says, Bob, I wish you, Jen, Oscar, and all of your family, Oscar's our dog, by the way, Feliz Natal, Prospero Año Novo com Saúde, Grana e Felicidade. Hopefully I said that right. I tried my best. I will look it up on Google Translate later and have it say it out loud for me. Let's see here. Hamoud says, hi, Bob. Hamoud Alanzi says, hi, Bob. Hi, Hamoud. What was the best gift you had or you received at Christmas? So a little correction there. What was the best gift you received at Christmas? And I think you mean ever, like in my whole life. So that would be, what was the best gift you ever got for Christmas? I don't know. When I was a kid, I think I got a Lego set. You know the toy Lego? It's blocks that you put together. I got a Lego set and it had a motor with it. So you could build things and then you could make them drive by themselves. That was probably one of my favorite Christmas gifts ever. Let's see here. And Dror from Israel says, do you know that we have a Jewish holiday that is the same as Christmas? Yeah, I will look up some of that information when I do some research. That would be a great thing for me to look up. Let's see here. Luis from Brazil says, Bob, Brazil is 85% Christian, Catholics, Protestants, and spiritualists, so almost all the country celebrates Christmas. So Canada as well has a lot of people who celebrate Christmas because they are Christians, but in general, the whole country celebrates Christmas, whether people are religious or not. Non-religious people might just simply not go to church at Christmas. That's probably the biggest difference. Next question from Valeria. Valeria says, in Canada, people mostly celebrate Christmas or New Year's. Thank you for the answer. You are a perfect teacher. I'm sending you lots of good vibes. Thank you. So here's the proper way to ask the question. In Canada, do people mostly celebrate Christmas or New Year? We celebrate both, actually. I should do a lesson on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in the future. Anyways, we need to continue with this lesson. The night before Christmas, the evening of December 24th, is called Christmas Eve. This is the night when children are usually very excited because most kids open their Christmas presents the next day. So Christmas Eve, they usually have a fun little party with their parents and their brothers and sisters, and then kids go to bed, and then the next morning is Christmas Day. And that's when most people open their gifts. The reason I say most people is because some people open their gifts before Christmas. Our kids open their gifts usually on Christmas Eve. We usually on Christmas Eve will open presents. So our kids will open their presents on Christmas Eve. Notice I said that a bunch of different ways. And then on Christmas Day, when our kids get up, that's when they get their stockings. Remember, I had this picture of the stockings. And many families have their own traditions. Some kids will open their presents already this Saturday. Some kids will open their presents on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. So it just depends on the time of year. There is a lot of Christmas music at this time of year. There are a lot of what are called Christmas carols. The songs that we sing at Christmas are called carols. And on the radio, there are radio stations that start playing Christmas music in November already. But there is a lot of Christmas music. Again, my favorite song is Feliz Navidad. Someone asked that earlier. It is, I think, just a happy song. I really, really like happy songs. People who sing Christmas carols sometimes go caroling. This is when a group of people walks around and they go up to houses and they sing Christmas songs or Christmas carols. So this does happen sometimes when you live in a city. All of a sudden, someone might knock on your door and you open your door and people will be standing there singing Christmas carols. It's really cool. It happened to me twice in my life. It is a really cool thing when you open your door at night and there is a group of people singing Christmas carols. Of course, there is Santa Claus, which our children don't believe in, but some kids believe in Santa Claus when they're really, really little. Santa Claus is a man with a white beard and he wears a hat like this. And apparently Santa Claus, here he is again, Santa Claus lives way up north at the North Pole. And the story that people tell their children is that Santa Claus on Christmas Eve has a sleigh that is pulled by reindeer and he delivers Christmas presents on Christmas Eve. Again, we didn't tell our children this story. Some people do in Canada and the United States. They do tell their children that Santa Claus exists. We didn't do that. So let's see here. Let's see. Shen has the next question. Do a few questions and then get back to the lesson. Shen says, hello, Bob. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Shen. I always watch your videos after school and enjoy them. Thank you. So do you ever go to Finland's Santa Village and meet Santa Claus? No, I have not been to the country of Finland. I would love to go someday. That sounds very exciting. Lolly Lolly has the question. Lolly Lolly says, when your children were young, did you dress as Santa Claus to give them their presents? No, I did not. Some people do that though. In some families, the mom or dad will dress up as Santa Claus to give the kids gifts. Sometimes when you go to a family dinner, an uncle will dress up as Santa Claus and give all the kids gifts. Let's see here. I'm not sure what I'm clicking, my bad. Vladis says, you're looking really cute. Do you like the hat, Vladis? Thank you for your classes. You are very welcome. Let's see here. The next question is Beto says, hi Bob, what time will you have when will you have your Christmas at home? We'll have our Christmas, probably Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We'll have a nice day with the kids. So next question, sorry, I'm going a little fast here. Merry Christmas, Bob. Thank you, Alessandro. Here in Brazil, it's funny because it's summer at Christmas, but all Christmas decorations are with snow and such things as in the US. Yeah, so you must have fake snow, right? Or maybe they put snow down for a little bit and it melts quickly, but that's very, very cool. Let me clean up my questions here. Next one, let's see. John Caballero says, hi Bob, greetings from Colombia. Thank you for watching, John. I have a question. Do you have a special dinner at Christmas? Yes, I have 3 special dinners. Like I said, I'm gonna have a big belly like Santa Claus by the time this is over, for sure. So I have dinner with my own wife and kids, and then with Jen's family and with my family. Let's see here. Oh, I pasted that one twice. Alexandra says, hi Bob, I want to ask, do you have a Christmas party with colleagues at work? Yes, this is very common in Canada. At my job, we had the party yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I got a gift. It was really, really nice. Let's see here. I have to clean up some of the questions and then we will get back to the lessons. Hamoud has a great question. Hamoud says, Hamoud Alanzi says, hi Bob, do the shops make discounts at Christmas time? So a good way to ask that would be, do the stores have a lot of sales at Christmas time? Thanks, from Hamoud. So do the stores have a lot of sales? Not at Christmas time, but the day after Christmas is called Boxing Day. The day after Christmas, I'm typing it in the chat, where the stores have lots of sales. So December 26th is what we call Boxing Day in Canada. And on that day, there are a lot of sales. We call them Boxing Day sales. So the day after Christmas is when a lot of things go on sale in Canada. Hey, let's get back to the lesson though. The most common house plant at Christmas in Canada is something called the poinsettia. So sometimes we just say poinsettia, but poinsettia. And this is a very popular gift at Christmas when you go to someone's house to have Christmas dinner. It is a plant with beautiful red and green leaves, and red and green are kind of the Christmas colors. So you will see a lot of these at Christmas time. You will see a lot of poinsettias on Christmas Day. They are a very beautiful plant. I'm not sure where they're originally from. They might be originally from Mexico. Maybe someone in the chat from Mexico can tell us a little bit more. But in Canada, we have a lot of these at Christmas time. The thing most people want at Christmas in a country where it does snow is a white Christmas. When you have a white Christmas, it means that there is snow on the ground, and it might even be snowing on Christmas Day. So here, next week, it's supposed to be 5 degrees Celsius. So we will not have a white Christmas this year. A white Christmas is beautiful if you are in a northern part of the world, because there's snow everywhere at Christmas. Everything looks beautiful outside. There's snow on the trees. So that's why you hear sometimes people say, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, because they really, really want it to snow. Sometimes we'll have something called Secret Santa. So Secret Santa is something people do at work, and sometimes students do it at school. But wherever you are with a group of people, you each take a name secretly, and everyone buys a gift for that person. But you don't know who has your name. You don't know who is going to buy you a gift. So if you are living in an English-speaking country and they say at work, we're going to do Secret Santa, everyone's going to pick a name out of a hat. If you don't know what they're talking about, you'll pick a name from the hat. Don't tell anyone whose name you have, and you need to buy that person a gift. And then when you have your work party at Christmas, everyone will give their secret gift away. So you will find out who your Secret Santa is. I hope I explained that well. But hey, I have a few idioms about Christmas. Sometimes when someone gets something really nice during the year, maybe if I gave my son a brand new car, he could say, wow, Christmas has come early this year. So whenever you get something really cool and brand new during the year, like even in June or July, we often will say, wow, Christmas has come early for you this year because you got something so nice. Let me do a few more questions here. Let's see here. Next question is from Leo Chen. It says, hi, Teacher Bob. Hi, Leo. I'm wondering how many days you have off school. I have 2 weeks off school. And work in celebration of Christmas. And by the way, December 25th is also Constitution Memorial Day here in Taiwan. Cool. I will look that up on Wikipedia later because I always like to learn more about other countries. Let's see here. Minshin says, hi Bob, wish you a blessed Christmas. Thank you. In Taiwan, we often exchange gifts at work or in school on Christmas, which is kind of a common practice for us. Do you have this tradition? Yes, if we do it, though, we usually do it as Secret Santa. That's usually how we exchange gifts. But I do not buy gifts for my colleagues or coworkers. That is not a regular tradition. We basically just enjoy each other's company, and then we say, have a good Christmas break. Let's see here. Let me just clean up the questions. Let's see here. Next from Renata, it says here, Renata, good morning, Bob. Good morning, Renata. I think I said good morning already, but good morning again anyways. I hope you have an awesome Christmas, you and Jen and the kids. Thank you. When wishing people Merry Christmas, can I say Happy Christmas? Yes, for sure. I think I answered that one already, but that's okay. What are the names? So Renata wants to know, what are the names of Santa Claus's reindeer? So Santa's reindeer are the reindeer that pull his sleigh. I only know Rudolph. Can I say both Santa Claus's and Santa Claus? Yeah, the apostrophe S is technically, I think you're supposed to do this, but you can do it. You can do it both ways. I don't know them all. There's Donner. That's all I know. I don't know all of them. There is a song that you can sing where you say all of the names. Let's see here. Let's see here. Karina from Germany has the next question. Karina from Germany says, do caroling people get a gift from the people like on Halloween? Not normally. What I have heard though is some people go caroling and they ask for a food donation that they can give to the food bank. A food bank is a place where poor people can go and get free food. So sometimes people will go caroling and they will ask for a donation of food for the food bank, and they bring that food to the food bank. It's a nice thing to do at Christmas. Let's see here. Ken has a great question. Ken says, hello, Mr. Bob. Why is the word Christmas written to be Xmas or Christmas? Is this a reduction? It is simply a fast way to say Christmas. And one of the reasons it came to be is because Christmas has the word Christ in it, which people who are non-religious would prefer not to have religious symbols when they say words like Christmas. So it's kind of a reduction, I would say, for sure. But we don't often see that word anymore. Once in a while, if there's not enough space, they will use the X. Let's see here. On says, do you know why Santa's clothes have the red color? I don't. I have to research the myth or the legend of Santa Claus to find that out. Let's see here. Oh, Christina says that they call this plant. So Christina says, in the Ukraine, we call that plant Christmas star. Yeah, it is kind of funny, or fun. It's not funny, it's fun, like exciting. It has kind of a look of a star to it, right? So it's very, very neat. Let me see here. Next question. Natu says, hi, in France, people used to put down a plate full of cookies and a glass of alcohol near the Christmas tree. Do you do that in your country? No, but some children will leave cookies and a glass of milk out by the tree on Christmas Eve because they think Santa Claus, when he comes, might be hungry. So we don't usually leave a glass of alcohol, but some kids will leave a plate of cookies. So they'll put cookies on a plate and a glass of milk for Santa when he comes down the chimney. Apparently that's how Santa gets in. Leo says, hi Bob, Leo from Brazil, Merry Christmas. Thanks Leo. How long do the people leave the Christmas lights on when they get out of the Christmas season, or when the Christmas season is over? Let me reread that. How long do people leave Christmas lights on after the Christmas season? In my opinion, too long, but usually people have Christmas lights on up until the new year and sometimes for a few days after that. And then usually by January, at some point in January, they have taken them down. Hey, let's do the last three. If you are in the holiday spirit, or if you have a lot of Christmas spirit, it means that you are happy at Christmas time. Some people aren't happy at Christmas time, but if you are in the holiday spirit, you are happy. If someone says to you, don't be a Scrooge, it means don't be grouchy or angry at Christmas. If someone is a Scrooge, they don't like to give gifts and they don't like Christmas parties. So don't be a Scrooge. This is from, if you watch, I think it's called A Christmas Carol. It is a really cool movie and story about a man who doesn't like Christmas, and eventually he starts to love Christmas. We also have this phrase, when we see something with a lot of lights on it, like this pickup truck, we sometimes will say that it is lit up like a Christmas tree. So some young people, when they buy their first car or truck, they'll put lights everywhere. And then old people like me are like, oh, what a waste of money. That kid's truck is lit up like a Christmas tree. So that is a phrase we say sometimes when something has a lot of lights on it, that it is lit up like a Christmas tree. Hey, there's 564 people here. If you're new, you should click the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Next question is from Shen. Shen says, Teacher Bob, would you make some snowmen with your kids when you have free time, or show it in a video? Yes. So we will make snowmen during the Christmas break if we have the right kind of snow. I don't know how many of you live in countries with snow. You will know that there are different kinds of snow. In order to make a snowman, you have to have what's called packing snow. When it is close to 0 degrees Celsius, the snow will stick to itself and you can make big balls of snow. So I need to wait for a day when we have packing snow, and then we can make a snowman. Let's see here. Next question is from Beto from Vietnam. Says, hi Bob, hi Beto. In Vietnam, people often eat chung cake on Tet holiday. What is the traditional dish for Canadians on Christmas Day? So again, we don't usually eat cake, which surprises me because I did a video lesson on celebrations and someone said, you Canadians eat a lot of cake, but at Christmas, we don't often eat cake. We might have something that's called a Yule log, which is cake, but generally at Christmas, we eat a lot of chocolate, a lot of cookies. We drink hot chocolate. We have a lot of Christmas dinners with our family. The Christmas dinner is usually turkey, ham, potatoes, gravy, and usually 2 or 3 different kinds of vegetables, usually beans, sometimes corn, and then sometimes applesauce. And then for dessert, sometimes we will have pie for dessert, but we don't often eat cake. But I will research that because I am always curious about what people eat in other countries as well. It's fun for me to learn about that. Let me just check. We have one last question from Luis. Hi, Bob. Bob, let me read this correctly, Luis. Bob, what is that Christmas hat you are wearing? Or what would the name of that Christmas hat be in English? So we would call it a Christmas hat or a Santa hat. There are other ones that are green, which I think elves wear, because Santa's helpers are called elves. So anyways, hey, once again, thank you to the 592 people watching. If you're new here, please click that red subscribe button. I do lots of videos on how to speak English better and to teach you more and more English. This was great. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson right here. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. And do come back tomorrow and watch this again with the English subtitles on. If I did speak a little too quickly this morning, so if there were parts you didn't understand, do re-watch them. It's really good to reinforce your English, to watch things over and over again. I am looking forward to the break, but I am going to be doing my normal schedule, well, fairly normal, of English lessons. So I'm not sure about tomorrow yet, but there will be a new video on Tuesday. There will be a live lesson next Friday. I plan to keep teaching English. There will not be a live lesson tomorrow night, but there might be a live lesson tomorrow morning or Sunday night. We'll see. I'm still going to try and do one. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a Happy New Year later in the month as well. I'm Bob the Canadian. Again, subscribe if you're new here. Watch the video again. A great thing to do is to listen to this video in your car, if you can stream it in your car. Listen to this video while you are preparing dinner. All of that is a good thing to do. Anyways, I'm just going to say thanks for watching in the chat. Please subscribe. Have a great weekend. I'm going to turn this off now, and I'm going to say bye first. So have a great day, everybody.